Well, what a story this is on day 2 of the NHL entry draft for the Vancouver Canucks and for the Celebrini family, which, of course, has been long entwined with the Canucks and very prominent here in Vancouver. We are pleased to welcome the Canucks 6th-round selection from the Brooks Bandits in the AJHL and North Vancouver, British Columbia, Mr. Aiden Celebrini. How you doing, Aiden? Congratulations.
I'm great. Yeah, I'm over the moon. Thank you guys for having me on.
You're more than welcome. You didn't attend the draft. You're down in California with mom and dad. Of course, dad works for the Golden State Warriors. So take us to the moment. Were you following along? How did you find out?
Yeah, I was actually doing a skate out at a rink near my house, and on the drive home, I saw the Canucks had the next pick, and I was kind of fingers crossed there. Just it's always been a dream of mine to be drafted by the Canucks and to play for the Canucks. So once I saw my name on that pick, it almost went into a dream-like state.
Was there any clue that you would any connection at all, any contact from them that led you to believe they might have interest?
Yeah, I had a really good talk with their Western Canada scout, and I had some contact with them before the draft, but you know how the draft goes. Like you never know how it's all going to shake down. So that was my ideal situation, and it's it's a dream that it came to reality.
What kind of year did you have? Did you think this was the kind of year that could get you drafted?
Yeah, obviously production wise on a mostly offensive Spanish team, I wasn't able to show my full offensive toolkit. I kind of deferred to that two-way and defensive defenseman role because that's what we needed to win the Centennial Cup, and we ended up getting the job done. And so that was on the front of my mind the entire time, was just playing a role that they needed from me to win a Centennial Cup, and then the draft was just kind of a byproduct.
So it sounds like you think there's more offense in that toolkit, though. Is that something you want to unleash here with BU going forward?
I do, for sure. That's my biggest. That's what I've been spending countless hours every day working on, and that's the biggest thing. I want to be a defenseman that's not limited by any part of my game. I want to be a winner. I want to help bring a championship, hopefully, to Vancouver if I'm ever lucky enough to step foot in the NHL. So that's my goal, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make that happen.
You're going to have to fight Tom Willander for power play time now at Boston U, another Canucks defense prospect.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about him as the incoming recruiting class?
I actually haven't met him yet. I'll definitely talk to him when we go in there next week. But yeah, really, really excited to have him as a part of the organization too, and grow that bond.
As mentioned, Aiden, your dad led the Canucks Human Performance Department for a number of years. I know the Celebrini children considered Rogers Arena like a second home at one point. What are some of the memories? What are some of the days that stand out from your time as a young buck hanging around Dad and Rogers Arena?
Yeah, wow, so many mornings spent there. Working out in their gym, skating on that ice. Like, I've been so blessed to grow up around that organization, and the memories that were made there, playing on the blue line, just passing the puck with Dan Hamhuis and Zack Kassian coming out and betting me that I wouldn't shoot the puck in the far net when I was just like 10, 12 years old. So yeah, so many good memories growing up there, and what a class organization, and it's just a dream come true to be a part of.
We had your brother on the show, and tough question, but we got to ask here, Aiden. You're North Van guys. Mom and Dad live in the California Bay Area. But for your hockey development, He goes to Chicago. You go to Brooks. And now you're both going clear across the continent to Boston. You're moving further and further away from the West Coast and mom and dad. What gives?
Oh man, it's been what a journey. Like even before that, going to Shattuck St. Mary's, and yeah, it's just our respective careers have taken us to the far ends of the North America. So it's hopefully coming to Vancouver, it'll be nice to be a little closer to mom and dad in a few years.
Have you always been a defenseman, Aiden? Your brother's a forward, obviously, and Tom Willander was a forward, converted to a defenseman himself. I'm just wondering, the fact that you want to explore your scoring, were you a forward at one point?
Not since like
really way back, huh?
Really young. But it's always been something. I mean, yeah, like I alluded to earlier, I just want to contribute in as many ways as I can, and with that Brooks team, it was as a defensive defenseman, I'm definitely looking to keep developing that offense, and try to do whatever I can to keep winning at every stage.
And for those who don't know, you're the eldest Celebrini child, Aiden, but and we know about your brother, but sister's a pretty good tennis player, huh? And I hear little RJ might even be the best athlete of the bunch. Take us through the family.
Oh, man. Yeah, I always like to joke that I'm the least talented of the Celebrini kids, but it's we've got a special, especially Charlie. She's turning into a freak tennis player. She's one of the best in the country. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but I think she's up there with the top of her age group in North America. And then, like you said, RJ's a rising star in the making. So hopefully he'll be having success when he gets to this stage.
The younger ones are always chasing the older ones. You get credit for their success, by the way. When it happens, you get to spike the football.
They followed your age, right? Trying to keep up with older brother. Well, my man, we're absolutely delighted for you. Congratulations. And we so look forward to watching your journey and all the Celebrini kids' journey through athletics going forward here. Thanks for the time, Aiden. Congrats again.
Yeah, again, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you guys.
This Sekeres and Price clip brought to you by Applewood Auto Group. And remember,
it's all good at Applewood.